What's up, people? This is Big Boss Calvin 83. I was watching the Today Show with Kathy Lee and that Middle Eastern woman who's Egyptian, Hulda, or Hulda. I don't know how you pronounce her name. And I've been, things have been, rocky, going with family and stuff. I just got back from New York. The thing is, when I watched the Today Show, I don't know what to say. I don't even know how to say this, but I have said this and stated this many times in my previous videos and my previous channels that were taken down. And basically, this is about men and women, the relationship between men, the relationship between men and women. I'll say that, the relationship between adult men and women. And sometimes they talk about boys and girls, teenage boys and girls when it comes to dating and relationships too. And I'm watching the Today Show, and I was watching a few weeks ago this part of the program of the Today Show about Guys Tell All. And I'm watching the Today Show when these women talk about relationships and dating. And this is my problem with that. These bitches, I'm calling them for what they are. I am so fucking tired. I am so sick and fucking tired of people who have these platforms brainwashing us and telling us how we should do things, instead of letting nature tell you what to do. The problem with us, we are not in tune with our natural instincts. We're not in tune with nature, and in tune with natural communication. You understand? Everything around us has been unnatural. We have been programmed to think a certain way between men and women and women and men. You understand what I'm saying? I am so fucking tired. I am so sick and fucking tired of hearing women give this bullshit ass advice. And ever notice that most of these relationship experts are women when it comes to dating and relationships, and they're always portraying men that they don't know that we don't know what the fuck we're doing, and we're fucking clueless, and these bitches know what got us men figured out. They understand us men. They know who we are, and they understand how we feel. But my thing is, if that was the case, women, and y'all talk about intuition, and that's going to be a different video, so I'm not going to go too much into the whole intuition myth, because me personally, I do not think women have an intuition, because they would make you think, because they have an intuition. I'm not going to go too much into that. I'm going to break that down in a different video in the future. You would think that women have this intuition and all these instincts, can read minds and body language. First of all, you can never read somebody's mind. You can't. You can pick up on how a person behaves and what they do action-wise when it comes to making decision making and their actions. You can go by that. But my thing is, to you women, if you got us men figured out and you can read our body language and how we feel, then why you got so many fucking problems? My thing is this. Why should I take dating and relationship advice from women when they don't know what the fuck they're talking about? And it's raining, so I hope y'all can hear me clearly. And it's coming down hard. Okay, my thing is this. if they, I mean, how in the hell do women know anything about relationships, love and sex, and attraction, lust, in fact, and understanding people's emotions and feelings when the fact, excuse me, the matter is, how do you women know so much about relationships and dating and relationships and intimacy and sex when y'all bitches don't have to do anything? Tell me, help me understand this, women. To those who are watching, who are women, how the fuck do y'all know so damn much about us men, when, I mean, because my thing is, if you understood about a man's plight and how we feel and what we experience every day and what we are thinking, you wouldn't be so dismissive about our plight in life and our feelings. You wouldn't be so rude, mean, nasty, and fucking disrespectful and insensitive to us men, thinking that you can talk to us any old kind of fucking way. You can do dirt, do us wrong, do us dirty, and don't come at me and say, well, men do it too. We ain't talking about the men right now. We're talking about you right now, women. We're talking about to the women. We're talking about the women right now. And that's the problem. Y'all think, you women who think like this, think you are above reproach, or approach, or whatever the fuck, you know what I'm saying. You think you're above approach. You think you're above reproach. You think you are above criticism and being held accountable for what you do in life, for your actions, your choices, and the decisions that you make and do. Your thought process, your mentality, your behavior. You don't want to be checked. Y'all women do not want to be held accountable for what you do, especially when it comes to doing dirt, especially hoe ass shit, ratchet shit. When it comes to bad decisions and you being irresponsible and immature and just fucking stupid. You understand what I'm saying? My thing is, if you women understood about us men, y'all would not be in these toxic relationships. If y'all understood so much about the dynamics of men and women and how we have been socially engineered to be a certain way, you understand that gender roles is a made-up concept by people, by the elites. I'm going to say the Caucasian elites, the Jewish elite people telling you this bullshit. I'm speaking of during in this time period. You understand? How do you women know so damn much about dating and relationships and men and family when y'all women don't do shit? Y'all don't approach men. Y'all don't ask us questions. And then you're clueless as hell about how we fucking feel, but you don't want to hear us out. You don't give a shit about what we feel, what we experience in life. I mean, and how we are treated in society, in this gynocentric, feminized society, man-hating society, racist-ass society, classist society that hurts men way more than it hurts you women. Because y'all got privilege. The only dudes who got privilege is the 1%ers. But y'all women worship these males because they got money and status, and they got good looks. Y'all love that. But most of the time, these elite males, you know, they got a lot of money and they got a lot of wealth and status, and that's why you fuck with these guys. Even though you claim to be most of these males are evil, but how are these males evil when women are the first teachers of the child? Women are the first teachers of the children. When they're babies, women have the majority of the influence and the control, and women have a say if they want to, and they have a say in a biological outcome, rather that child is born or not. They have the influence because they're with that child and nursing that child 90% of the time when they are in infantile stages. Hold on. You know what I'm saying? I'm back. I had to take that call. What I'm saying is, you women and y'all got the influence, and a lot in today's time, a lot of women are single mothers by choice. I am not gonna get. I mean, so you should already know that a lot of women, have these bastard children by choice. A lot of these women get in these relationships with men solely because they got money and status and their social status of being popular and well liked by people. And if they're handsome, oh, that's a plus. You understand? It's about what a man has. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Y'all feel me on that? Y'all understand what I'm saying? So a lot of these women get in these relationships, they're not going by a man's morality, because these women don't have no damn morality, their damn selves. You know what I'm saying? They're not going by a man because he's intelligent and got knowledge of self and understands the world around him, understands people, understands how the world is and how it works and how nature works. No. Because these bitches don't give a fuck about a man having knowledge. The only time they give a fuck about a man being intelligent and highly intelligent when it comes to him having money, him being well liked by, especially in the media, and he's in a position of power, in a position of authority, or in the perceived position of power, and because women, have been taught that you go by the person who's in the in crowd, but it's the most popular, but is in a social authoritative position to dictate how other people behave and do things. It all starts back in grammar school. It progresses in middle school. You see it more often. In high school, people already have it instilled in their heads, especially girls, when they become women, that you go for a man who got money. You go for a man who got a nice car. You go for a man who got a house, who got his own place. You know, understand? You go for the dude who's the most popular, who's the class president, who's an athlete, who's an all-American athlete, or whatever country he represents or resides in. You know what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? And that's how it is. Excuse me. A lot of you women don't understand and don't want to understand, and y'all choose not to. And like I said, you look at the divorce rate, women are the fucking choosers. I'm sick and tired of you dumbass males arguing with me and saying, oh, we approach women. No, she has to accept your dumb ass. For you to do anything to her, you have to have her consent. She don't have to have your consent. She can do whatever the fuck she wants to do to you. Rather you say yes or no. It's her say. It's her call. How come when men are raped, we are laughed at? When men are sexually harassed, we are laughed at. When we report that shit. When men are victims of domestic violence, we are dismissed and laughed at and humiliated and emasculated at the same damn time. When we report women committing sex crimes on us, victimizing us. Women, why do the society, the corporations, and the government solely pander to women? Why does Hollywood and the media allow women to control the media and control the narrative and control the community, the community and the country, the nation? Why is that? Why is that? Because women are easily influenced by how they feel, and they have been indoctrinated to carry on that mindset and that behavior and that mentality. Women don't give a fuck if a man has a good heart or not, because a lot of these bitches don't have no fucking heart. They don't have no damn heart. The reason why women don't care if a man is good or bad, as long as he's attractive and looks good and is tall and have certain things, especially if he got a lot of money, especially if he's well known and in a social position of power, or perceived power, then they want to fuck with him. As long as he got a nice car, they'll fuck with him. As long as he got this house in this particular area code and zip code in this particular neighborhood, especially in an affluent neighborhood, they will fool with him. They will fuck with him. You know what I'm saying? And that's how y'all bitches are. Y'all talk about, so much about relationships and men, but why are y'all getting these divorces? Why a lot of you women are crying that you have been sexually assaulted, been raped, and been victims of domestic violence, when most of the time your actions and your poor decisions, y'all put yourselves in that predicament. I'm not saying all women do. I'm saying you have a huge portion. You have the majority of women who get drunk, make poor decisions, be a fucking tease, entice men, whore around, even when, or if they get caught fucking with a guy, all of a sudden they don't want the word to get out that she's doing some whole ass shit, or she's fucking with a dude who's not popular, not part of the status quo, who's considered an undesirable. Now she want to say I was raped when it didn't fucking happen, when it was consensual sex, or she just want to make the shit up for fucking attention and get sympathy because she's on a fucking power trip and she's on a fucking pedestal and she wants people to kiss her ass and feel sorry for her and coddle her dumb ass, because that's all about. That's what all it is. That's what it all. That's the purpose of it is. It's about attention and feeling sorry for me and people just crying and people being around me and coddling me and babying me. That's how a lot of your dumbass hoes think. You know what I'm saying? A lot of you women, the reason why you have a huge portion of y'all being murdered by men, it's not because men are inherently violent. It's not because men are just stronger than women and we just beat the fuck out of you. Because there are a lot of women, especially nowadays, who have killed men with their bare hands. Yes. And women can be passive aggressive and get your ass as a man and fucking kill you by slipping something in your fucking drink, poisoning your fucking food, and feeding you with it, or getting you while you're fucking sleeping, or you having sex with her and then she kills you, or she manipulates you, brainwashes you. Women are manipulators. Women have been taught to be manipulators, not taught to be influential. There's a difference between someone manipulating something and being influential, because I'll just say it like this from my take: a person who has influence is somebody who knows who the fuck they are, understands what the world is, understands the world around them, understands things for what they are, and is very genuine in what they say and do, lead by example, and they back up what they say with facts and logic and common sense. And they got critical thinking skills, and what they say matches on how they believe. What they say and what they do matches their beliefs and matches their mentality. Somebody who's manipulative, somebody who's always sneaky, always shady, somebody who's not honest. But a person who's influential is always honest in what they say and do. Somebody who manipulates shit is somebody who's always passive aggressive. Not assertive, like a person who's influential. They're assertive in what they do and believe in what they do. Somebody who's manipulative do not believe in what they're saying and doing. They're not sure. They're indecisive. They cry. They push buttons. They hit your salt. The person who manipulates gets you. And I'm trying to explain it in a way because I understand psychology. Even though I never majored in it, I understand it really well. They attack your insecurities. They pander, they semi-pander to your desires. They cater to your desires. Just give you a little something that's enticing for you to fall in line. And that's what women do, especially do to us men. And that's what women do to each other. They cater to each other's feelings. They enable bullshit. They don't hold each other accountable except men, and just blame men for everything. Just telling you as it is. Right? They're never sure of what they're saying. They come up with stories, narratives, and they say things that spark your emotions, that touch on your feelings, that get you to react. Rather be something disrespectful or rude and disrespectful, and they say something hurtful, or it's a compliment, and they're saying all these false positive things, and they're stroking your ego and kissing your butt at the same time, but they do it in a backstabbing way. That's somebody who's manipulative. That's somebody who manipulates stuff. Somebody who's always shady and always giving out deception, always doing stealth acts. Okay? I am so sick and fucking tired of these women talking about they know so much about relationships. They know so much about dating and relationships and marriage. And a lot of these women have never been fucking married, but they give advice to women who are married. And I'm trying to figure out, why do you women who are married and got a man, why are you taking advice from your girlfriend who don't have a man? Why do y'all do that? Or you with a guy who's on point and got his shit together, but your homegirl or your sister or a female relative or a female acquaintance are telling you shit how to run your relationship when she's ain't with a dude who ain't on point. She refuses to fuck with dudes who got their shit together. And she's telling you how to handle a man that she don't want to fuck with, because that if she came across that dude will put her in a fucking place. And I'm not saying beat her ass or anything like that, but he's gonna be like, hey, he's gonna pick up, that dude is gonna pick up on her bullshit and call her out on it. He's gonna recognize what she's trying to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm speaking of somebody who got a MGTOW mindset. You know, y'all understand what I'm talking about. I mean, women talk about how do you handle a man and stuff, but she don't fuck with a dude who's not on this particular level, because she don't want to be dominated and controlled. A lot of you women take bad advice from other women, or because they went through something that has nothing to do with you as a woman, but you want to cry with them. But if a man had a bad experience in life or something that happened in his life, you would say, if a dude told another dude about his experience and stuff like that, you would intervene and say, why are you listening to him? That has nothing to do with your situation. But when we as men tell y'all that, oh, you're misogynistic, oh, you need to mind your own goddamn business, but at the same time, y'all bitches always include us and kidnap us and drag us into your fucking business and problems and try to force us to listen to your fucking bullshit ass problems when you ain't looking for a goddamn solution. You want to hear what you want to hear, but you don't want to hear the truth of what you're doing and see the error of your fucking ways, and you don't want to correct your bad behavior. You still want to do whatever the fuck you want to do, but blame somebody else and blame other people for your shortcomings, blame other people for your bad decisions. When I'm talking about situations and your choice to do things and experience certain things based on stuff that's within your control. A lot of you women do have a lot of control and a lot more power than you want to acknowledge, but the reason why y'all don't want to acknowledge that you have that type of power is because you have to take personal responsibility for what the fuck you do and how you act and how you behave and the choices that you make and what you do and your mindset is and what your mindset is. You know what I'm saying? You know, I don't want to make this too long, so I'm going to just say it like this. I'm so sick and tired of these talk shows. I'm so sick and tired of these fake ass, false, fraudulent relationship experts who don't have no damn body telling you how you should conduct your life, how to conduct yourself, and what you should do when it comes to dating and meeting somebody. When they don't even do it themselves. They're paid fucking puppets. They're paid clowns. You know what I'm saying? They're telling you what you should do in a marriage, but they never been married, or they've been married multiple times and got fucking divorces. If their wisdom was so good and their advice was so gravy and awesome, why were they divorced multiple times? And why did they file for divorce multiple times? Why were they victims of somebody else filing divorce against them multiple times? Nobody asked those questions. You women don't question nothing. When a woman says, this is what you do, this is how you women should behave, this is what you should do, y'all co-sign that bullshit, and you know it's bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You know, society's telling, when women talk about, we know so much about men, but you're still single, or you still being fucked and chucked. You're still being treated like a fucking hoe. You're still being cheated on. But you know so much about men, or you can't keep a man, or he cheats on you, or he dumps you for some other hot looking attractive chick who actually got something going for herself, or got got substance and got a better personality. Because a lot of you women who get cheated on, and I look at a lot of Anthony's situation when Carmela cheated on her, but nobody asked what did Lala Anthony do to cause Noah to cheat? Was she a bitch? She might be a bitch in real life. What was she doing? What she did? Was she doing the things that she had to do to please her man? You don't know that. Nobody knows that, and it's none of our business. But at the same time, you women should not put your business out there, and then you would get mad when you get criticized, or the only time you want to put it out there is when you want to have the same regurgitated, co-sign your bullshit type of feminist bullshit logic. That's what I mean. You talk to other women about your problems, but they give you the same bullshit ass recycled solutions that don't fucking work, but they just satisfy your feelings and please your feelings, but they don't make you better as a fucking person. If you ask a man what you should do, and no, you don't want to hear what we got to say. A man like myself, not no simp ass, pussy pandering ass manjana motherfucker. I'm not talking about that type of bitch made effeminate ass man. I'm talking about a real man who got knowledge and knowledge himself and know who the fuck he is as a fucking man, understands the world around him, understand how life is, and already pays attention to how you bitches think and how you bitches think and do things, and your behavior, your psychology, and your sociology, and even with some of y'all crazy bitches, your fucked up pathology. You understand what I'm saying? When Aisha Curry told you women what you have to do to be taken seriously, and how you get a man, and especially an on-point man. She's married to Stephen Curry, one of the best basketball players in the fucking world right now. And how to keep that man and how to please that man. Y'all bitches went in and lost your goddamn mind. Y'all lost your shit. You got in your fucking feelings when Aisha Curry called out a certain demographic of women who was living fucking foul and not living right. You know what I'm saying? When a man criticizes a woman or a particular group of women, oh, y'all call us misogynist, misogynistic. We're woman haters. We're sexist. We are gay. We're bitter. We've been hurt. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about. You're crazy. I mean, you do everything you can to discredit us when we know what the fuck we're talking about. It don't matter how successful or unsuccessful we are. Once you pick up on certain things and pay attention, it don't fucking matter if the man's good or bad with women. All we know as a man is that confidence don't attract y'all. Money attracts y'all. That's universal. Whether we are unsuccessful or successful with women, we know what y'all do. We know how you get down. We just pay attention and sit the fuck back and observe. We just pay attention and just watch what y'all do based on your actions, based on your decision making, based on your behavior, based on your mindset. And then y'all try to discredit us and talk about, oh, we got mommy issues. That's a new thing nowadays. Or you want to be like the men of the 1950s. And when it comes to when a woman says that, especially to a so-called black man, a man of color, I mean, for us to say we want to go back to the 1950s. What's the last time I checked? Segregation was and segregation and subjugation was an issue. Us as so-called black people going through overt, blatant racism and discrimination and being terrorized and lynched and being forced to not go to and being told and having laws to discriminate against us and oppress us, and which is this systematic of Caucasian supremacy still goes on. Racism is still alive and well. We're still being shot down like dogs. We're still being attacked by many people who are racist, people who are prejudiced. I'm speaking of those of other ethnic people of color who don't call themselves African or black. You know, we're still being victims of injustice and mistreatment, and we don't have no humanity. Nobody cares about us. So why would we want to go backwards like that? Okay, but the thing is, even and when I hear back on the subject, when I hear dudes talk about giving the women advice, I mean, I mean, and it's so simpish. He said, "Oh, play games, lie and deceive." These dudes sound so feminine, and he's always a gay ass male telling women how to get a man. I'm like, what the fuck? Always so feminine ass dude, effeminate male, pussy simp ass man, Gianna bitch ass of a male, saying some dumb shit. Oh, play games. Oh, don't answer his calls. Basically, they're trying to confuse us. Oh, don't be honest. Don't talk about what you want. Don't talk about life. Don't say what's on your mind. Be politically correct. Keep him guessing. Be mysterious. All that other dumb shit that don't fucking work. You know, but they don't tell you, hey, maybe if you just shut the fuck up and sit down and listen, how about stop being a bitch? How about you get off your ass and approach a man? And how about you tell a man what you fucking want? Tell him who the fuck you really are and what you about, and actually demonstrate it through your fucking actions. No, but y'all don't want to fucking do that. Y'all don't want to do that shit. But they tell us men, oh, it's the man's fault. We're so clueless. My thing is, how the fuck we're fucking clueless when some of us guys are waking up to feminism, how feminism destroyed relationships. How money fucked up society. How bringing in no-fault divorce fucked up society. When society tell women don't approach a man, but be hypergamous and shit. Be a fucking whore and it's okay. Oh, be a proud slut. Oh, it's okay for a woman to be fat, but it's not okay for a man to be fat. But nobody wants to talk about that double standard. Nobody talking about gender roles, how that fucked up, how about that destroyed the relationships between men and women and families with these biased ass, sexist ass, misogynistic and misandric gender roles. Instead of us being fully equal and us having egalitarianism. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? How about we be honest with one another? How about we be truthful? How about we be sincere? How about we have respect, love, and how about we go for what's really important instead of being superficial and shallow and fake as fuck, and greedy and selfish with a false sense of entitlement. But nobody wants to talk about that shit. You women say we are coolest, but a lot of y'all bitches are coolest. Why y'all still by your damn selves? How come no man respects you? Y'all don't respect your goddamn selves. Y'all don't even respect each other. Oh, but y'all stick together when it comes to doing dirt. But when men try to stick together and try to help out another man, and we try to form a brotherhood, oh, we're gay, we're misogynistic, we're chauvinistic. Oh, you want women to be oppressed, but y'all are oppressing us. And the powers that be are pandering to y'all to do, and telling y'all it's okay to do all types of dumb shit and not be accountable for your fucking actions, which is actually hurting all of us. When you women do shit, it fucks us up as a whole. When a man does dumb shit, he only hurts, and maybe his partner, his brother, his fellow man hurts. But when y'all women do shit and make bad decisions, we all hurt. You know what I'm saying? My thing is, people, stop listening to this fucking recycled, regurgitated garbage about this dating advice. And stop listening to these fake ass experts that are lying to y'all. Stop watching these fake ass romance, poor, fucked up Hollywood movies about relationships and dating. Stop watching the TV. How about you get off your ass and start talking to people? How about you be real, be truthful with yourself, be truthful to others, treat people the way you want to be fucking treated? How about doing that shit? Oh, that's too fucking hard for y'all. You women say we're fucking coolest, but like I said, men have to do everything. We got to please y'all, but you don't want to be honest with us, but you want us to be honest with you. See, again, nobody wants to talk about the fucking hypocrisy and gynocentrism and the misandry that's going on out in this culture, in this nation known as the Western civilization, known as, and specifically America. I'm gonna end this video right here because my brother's here. All right, I'm continuing from where I left off. Basically, what I'm saying is this. The problem is that women have too much power and too much privilege in society and worldwide in most cases. But especially in America, they have too much power and too much privilege. And they're not accountable for what the fuck they do. They have all the choice and all the say-so, and they are on their pedestal. A lot of women treating most men like crap. They don't value men's lives. They think they think they're the only ones that matter. That women's lives matter, but men's lives don't matter. They have no respect for men. They're rude, majority of them. They're nasty, mean, and chauvinistic and very sexist against men. They have been brainwashed by society to think that they are superior. And nothing's ever their fucking fault. That's the problem. And they have been given the runaround, and they have had everything handed to them with handouts and special treatment. And you got a lot of these bitch-made, effeminate males. All they care about is getting pussy, and that's due to the fact that women have been placed on the pedestal, and you have to tell a woman what she wants to hear so you can get the ass. That's what men are taught, unfortunately. And that creates more of a problem. Then you got people in these fake, fraudulent dating gurus, false prophets, especially religion, basically just messing up the relationships between men and women. And the same thing is, women don't like to hear the truth. You know what I'm saying? They don't like to hear the truth, and they co-sign their own bullshit. They want to hear what they want to hear. They don't want to hear the fucking truth. Yeah, it's raining out here. So my final words is this: is that we as men, it's up to us men to change this shit, because most women ain't gonna do it. So we have to stand together and stick together and look out for one another as men, just like women look out for each other. And that's the God's honest truth. We need to stop enabling bad behavior and rewarding women for the bad, fucked up, ratchet behavior. We got to stand up for ourselves. Men have no problem standing up to other men, men have no problem standing up to another man, but when it comes to a woman, he's a bitch. What the fuck is that about? Women are afraid to check each other because they want to fit in, because most women are fake. They're taught to be fake in society, and people in general are just fake as fuck. And everything's so backwards that we're told to follow, just kiss people's ass and get what you want. And that's fucked up. We have to go against the grain and fight for change. And if you don't, we'll continue to have these problems and more bloodshed and more of a fucked up gender war like it is. And it's over. So that's all I gotta say. Y'all have a good day. Peace.